Hello. So this time around, we're on the Windows computer. So first, before compiling and setting up everything and loading up the repository, we first have to download the JDK. So the version I have is the JDK 24 for the Windows machine. I have this exact version. I also have the Mac OS, and I will be testing it out on the Mac OS, the implementation of this project. It should all work out. And as usual, I use the Getting Started with Java and VS Code to download any dependencies so that I can use VS Code to develop this project. So at first, we have to copy this and go. We are also using GitHub Desktop to download everything. So I clone repository, go to desktop URL and paste the URL here, load it. So in my other display, I have the URL for this program. I open the folder, and as stated in the documentation, we have everything related to how to run it in the script.bat. And here we contain information about how to compile the manager CLI, the rental shop CLI, and also the testing. So let's review the lot manager. So first you have options to create or add vehicles to a lot, remove a vehicle from a lot. You could also do this entirely through the command line, but I prefer for user experience to use the script to create a script. So let's get into it. We also have the script.shell version for the macOS Linux operating system. So first we have to access the car rental directory. Once in here, we can just simply write script.bat, and we're prompted with these options. So make it bigger. And here is compile first project. This compiles all the files required to just run the scripts. So then we could also run tests, right? It downloads the test framework, and then we can just run lot manager and then run rental shop tests. We can just go back and then go to the lot manager, create lot, let's call it downtown, say 10 sedans, 10 SUVs, and 10 vans. Okay. And create a lot or add vehicle. Let's create a midway lot. Then three, and three. This should successfully create the files right here. So the index contains the car, the license plate, so that they're all unique. Downtown contains this information, which is simply like a CSV format for a text file, and midway also contains the same information. So let's attempt to remove from midway or the midway lot, the IAL 059. This everything should be set up. As you can see, there's no IAL 059. Let's go back to 3, go to rental shop. We first have to create a rental shop because there's no rental shop at the moment. Let's call it Santa Ana. Once this is created, let's place 3 rental spaces and add downtown and midway. As you can see, we have now created a shop in here. So let's attempt to the vehicle of type SUV that should be available. You can see it rented it out from Midway. If we go to Midway and look for it, there's no vehicle of this type. This should be now in the rentals index folder. So whenever you want to return a vehicle, you can just do it through here. It is also important to note, oh, I forgot, as you can see, prompts the message. Say 100 vehicles, it should provide a cost of this. Let's list out the contents. As you can see, it's just the same contents as the information here, except for the transactions. And if you wanted to look at transactions, you could just write this out. So the further tests are going to be provided in another video, so that the video for this compile and runtime demo is fairly short. As you can see, it's all provided for you in a script shell, in a shell script. So there's no need for you to go around and mess with the CLI. If you want to do it, you can do it for yourself, but it's recommended to use the script since it's already there. And with this, we are done.